Hello all. This might be a weird one, and the chat is missing again. I have the chat, live chat on enable, and it won't be chat all. So, I guess that's it for the chat. We'll do that either. Then double clicking mouse. Yeah, chat is gone. So anyway, this update's gonna be a little weird. I'm feeling kind of sleepy, but this is a heavy topic, and I probably can't get sleep while I'm still thinking about this topic. And it's quite simple. I thought about how to do this thing properly, how to navigate the health system, and it's kind of simple. There's a basic line or word or question which kind of solves and opens this thing, and it's that disease must be gotten through, whatever your word for that is, survived, endured, get to the other side of, instead of eliminated. And this is something that kind of sort of chimes with the medical question that I had going about the medical system on how to process this thing and so on and so forth. And I've been thinking about this for maybe a day or two now, and I've spotted the expansive bubble of the thought expanding on the planet. And I have to say, disease must be endured instead of eliminated as a healthcare paradigm. Sounds weird, but when you actually think about what these guys are saying, instead of rely on your first hunches, it will make a lot of sense. Because if you eliminate disease, you kind of sort of eliminate the people prone to disease. So the person becomes the disease, and the elimination of the disease very often converts into elimination of the person, as is seen in many psychiatric disorders. And these can't be solved willy nilly or here and there. We have to find the root cause, what you might call the magic words behind it, the root of the issue, what is causing this disagreement or dilemma or whatever. And I've been trying to nail down the proper statement, the proper combination of words that would open the alternative health and doctors argument, the anti-vaxxer and the vaxxers argument, and all these groups, and what would get it to an understanding where neither side is dominant immediately in terms of military strength, and both sides have at least a spattering of all the key groups, so that both sides have like doctors and researchers and politicians and commoners and so on, so that it's not just one group of doctors versus one group of alternative healers. And when I started opening this, it seemed like this might be the thing, this whole thing. So, disease is something you get through or you get over, and we need to boost your ability to get over the disease and help your system to get over the disease in whatever ways we find workable. But we can't give in to exterminating the disease. We can think in terms of using vaccines to eliminate an entire disease, for example. And that is kind of what this is about. because I kind of sort of fundamentally can't give my healthcare over to people who think that disease is to be eliminated. It just doesn't work like that. Get a message on Facebook. So, disease must be gotten through or gotten over or get to the other side of and not eliminated. It sounds weird, but it is most likely the way to go. I will probably do some flights and some questions, but I might actually just fall asleep. I will lie down every now and then because I'm feeling a little heavy under this question. I'm gonna lie down and think about this for a moment. Enjoy the atmosphere of me sleeping if I fall asleep. By the way, I'm a ferocious snorer. Asmer. Asmer. Hockey sleeping. Just laughing at an old interview I just thought about. Doesn't it work? Keep it. The store opens at 6 and I can buy another energy drink. Sunday night. I think I should actually go get some sleep. I mean, it's a heavy topic, but there's very little you guys can help. I've had the Norse map on for most of the day while I've been talking about this thing, and we kind of sort of reached an understanding of how this thing works. I consulted with military and the psychers, and they kind of sort of all uniformly said that this seems something that is better not to wait on. That this may be something that should be done sooner rather than later. For me to at least try to switch or even switch over to the mindset that disease is something you get through, not something that is desired to be ended. Just seems more logical. Because if you think about how the medical community is reacting to the anti-vaxxers and the anti-mask and the anti-whatever people, you can't help but see that they can't differentiate between the person and the disease. And they kind of sort of feel that if you oppose them destroying the disease, you can die of the disease. And that's just wrong. Oh, level 7. I think I'm gonna make an Asper of myself sleeping with the laptop on the table and uh, put on some light clothing so you guys don't accidentally see my nuts or something like that, and just sleep contentedly snoring for like 12 hours. And I think I'm gonna record that as Mura sleeping. I think that'll probably be my biggest hit. The sleeping videos. Yeah, I'm gonna make the asthma. I just can't get a good solution easily to this. This one really takes some thought to figure out what really is the optimum here. Just kind of sort of feel like it's bollocks, but it is just better. Still bollocks, but better bollocks. The sheer advices I got were both the same. In both of the materials, it recommends not waiting, and it's just pointing out that the material we're going to use for the doctor, if we use this alt material from this angle, is not mature. It is not, perhaps ready is the word, but it is not ready to do it well. But that it may not be wise to wait. So, long story short, I've made three fairly sizable reforms in short order, and I'm now thinking of reforming the health system because previous reforms would have meant loss of scientific understanding or doctrine or what have you. But this reform path where we just change one statement. If you believe that disease is something to be eliminated, then you are not worthy of being the doctor of the people in this question and you should excuse yourself. If you think disease is something to be gotten through, then you are worthy of being doctor for this group and there's no doctrinal or methodological difference. It's just an ideological difference. And it feels like that may be just the right thing. Just the right thing. It feels like. It's hard. Any comments? No, because live chat doesn't show. Even if you wrote a novel there, I wouldn't see it. So I'm gonna make the sleeping Osmir, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it today. So thank you all for participating in this, and I hope to make one of these longer ones eventually. Bye and such.